got to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you.
95.5 WNGC.
I thank Dad.
Sawyer Brown thanking the Academy. Good, very early Saturday morning to you, 12:10. Randy Pace in with you, playing your hot country favorites and keeping you up to date on the scores around the area. High school football happening tonight, and we'll have a rundown of the scores with the high school scoreboard coming your way in just about 4 minutes right here on 95.5. Also, a lot more of your hot country favorites. I got tunes on the way just to please you, including Ronnie Millsap. We've got Winona on the way, Larry Stewart, Brooks and Dunn. And right now, this one from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. There's Fire in the Sky. Yeah, I gotta like that song. Winona Judd, 95.5 WNGC. Friday night, very early Saturday morning, Labor Day weekend, start kicking off the football season. And it's also payday, isn't it? Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me check. Got my paycheck here. I want to make sure I'm going to continue tonight, okay? Because I might just... Oh, yeah, okay. That's good. I'll be with you until about 6 a.m. today. Of course, now I may not be here next weekend, right? Your WNGC area weather forecast. 95.5 with Larry Stewart. No, we're not going to be crying tomorrow, okay? We're going to be playing football and winning. Catch the Georgia Bulldogs in action this Saturday as they take on South Carolina. Airtime for this game is going to be 10 a.m. Kickoff at 12:40. All the action right here on the voice of the Georgia Bulldogs, 95.5 WNGC. News from this date in history. In 1639, a long and honorable American tradition begins as Thomas Leckford becomes the first lawyer to be disbarred in Boston for pleading with the jury out of court. Fascinating news, fascinating. The first professional football game, sort of, is played in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, between the YMCA, which defeated Jennett, Pennsylvania's athletic club, 12-1. Gretchen B. Schobler, and I'm sure she's not listening, so if I mispronounce that, her whole family forgives me. She becomes the first woman stock exchange member when she's admitted to the New York Cocoa Exchange, Inc. And also in 1951, you might want to make note, that was TV's debut of Search for Tomorrow on CBS. 95.5 WNGC. Good Saturday morning to you. No, not quite. 42 after 12, Randy Pace in with you, playing the hot country music you love most. Here's an older one, Bailey and the Boys, Wilder Days.
Brenda from Hull, and I'm listening to North Georgia Country, your hot country favorites on WNGC.
North Georgia Country with Brooks and Dunn, 95.5. David Allison, not the race car driver, but this is David Allison Smoke, age 22, was arrested in May in Raleigh, North Carolina, charged with breaking into the Night Dreams adult store and taking two $40 life-size inflatable dolls. Kind of strange, huh? He allegedly broke through the front door of the building next door before realizing it wasn't Night Dreams. Once inside the novelty store, he walked past a computer and a whole lot more expensive merchandise just to get to the dolls. That's all he took. Smoke was arrested in his apartment just after he had inflated John and Kitty. And shame you guys. Okay, I know what you're thinking there. He's probably just a lonely guy throwing a party. These were going to be his guests, okay? NBC Radio News coming your way at 1 o'clock right now. Music from Garth Brooks. Oh, yeah, 95.5 WNGC, the station for all your hot country favorites. You think I'm lying? Well, let's hook me up to a polygraph. I got the proof coming your way this hour. Tunes up from Steve Warner. We also have got Travis Tritt, Patty Loveless, Billy Dean, Clint Black, and Winona Judd doing a nice duet. Right now, let's head to the phones. WNGC.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing tonight?
I'm alive and kicking. How about you?
I'm fine since I got back home and listening to WNGC.
As long as you're indoors, everything's okay, huh?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
How about playing that one by David Frizzell and Shelley West? You're the reason God made Oklahoma.
There's a fool.
95.5 WNGC with Steve Warner, If I Didn't Love You. You know, people kind of do the strangest things for fun sometimes, don't you think? I'm not talking about bowling and stuff. I'm talking about weirder things. According to several news reports, the latest synthetic drug craze in some U.S. cities is methcathinone. Yes, I'm sure I pronounced that correctly. Cat is what it's called sometimes. It's manufactured with various chemicals, including Drano and battery acid, and thus it requires the police to treat all manufacturing and sales sites they raid as toxic waste dumps, even though people are doing this stuff. Symptoms of use include sweating, quivering, shaking, experiencing long periods of stupor, and paranoid hallucinations. And said Wausau, Wisconsin Sheriff's Deputy Tom Kajawa, that's his name, smelling bad. That's another side effect. He says people who use it stink. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't care how late it is. I don't think I consider it a fun time to pay good money to sweat, quiver, and shake or anything like that. I mean, all you got to do is just fall in love to get those form of reactions. WNGC North Georgia Country with the tune up next from Clint Black and Winona Judd. Oh, baby, I just don't be billed like that, okay? Billy Dean here on 95.5 WNGC. So you think you got an ear for great country music? You think you are a professional like me. You can earn these big bucks, huh? Oh, you didn't hear that laugh. Anyway, if you happen to want to listen to country music and pick the hits and decide what you think is going to be a major tune that you'll hear all over the radio station, make your plans right now. Write it in your daybook to catch WNGC's new song shootout that happens every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. That's Denise Alexander's show. She'll be playing 2 brand new songs back to back. You get a chance to call and pick the best one and tell her that you don't like the other one. It's our new song shootout Wednesday nights at 9, only on 95.5 FM. WNGC. Real kicker here from Garth. Stop it! It hurts. 95.5 WNGC taking you from Garth Brooks to Exile. 95.5 music from Exile. Just can't get close enough here on FM 95.5 WNGC. Strange countries, strange practices. Sounds like a strange TV show, doesn't it? The Associated Press reported in April on the recent popularity of hiring nude dancers to entertain mourners at funerals in Taiwan. Now, supposedly, the dancers make the event more festive, though the practice is illegal in that country. Police aren't doing a thing. Police so far have not made any arrests. They have the fear of offending the dead. Hey, you know, the dead really get upset when you take those strippers away, don't they? Let's head to the phones. WNGC.
Yes, I'd like to make a request.
Okay, what do you want to hear tonight?
Wahala.
Walhalla?
Uh-huh.
You calling from South Carolina, huh?
Uh-huh.
You guys got rain up there tonight?
Pouring.
It's pouring everywhere, I think, and but it's going to be cooler because of it. So let's smile. Fake it. Smile. You got a smile going?
We got smiles going all around.
I can almost see those things. What do you want to hear tonight?
Picture of me without you with Lord Morgan.
From Emmylou Harris here on 95.5 North Georgia's Country, WNGC. We've got the hot country favorites you're dying to hear, the ones you're itching to hear, the ones I'm going to scratch for you this hour. Music coming up between now and 3 o'clock from John Michael Montgomery. We've got Dwight Yoakam on the way, as well as Clay Walker in Alabama. Come on, people. I know it's late, 12 minutes after 2 a.m. Saturday morning, but you guys are just getting a tad bit strange. Let's go to the phones. WNGC.
Hey, this is WNGC.
Yes, it is, ma'am. You scared me there.
Huh?
You scared me.
I scare you?
Yeah, you squealed at me a little there. Scared me. What can I do for you?
Hey, I just want to know, whatever happened to Herman the trash man?
The trash man?
Yeah, old Herman.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You got a garbage problem?
No, that was the Rob show. How about playing Smoky Mountain Rains?
Okay, Ronnie Millsap. Okay, we got to get our story straight on this now. Ronnie Millsap, right?
Yep.
What station do you turn to for your hot country favorites?
WNGC. Love it.
John Michael Montgomery taking you up to 20 minutes after 2 o'clock, kind of making you want to take a sip there, huh? Beer and Bones here on 95.5 WNGC. Well, just a tip for you, okay? If you happen to go get a haircut, don't talk politics. I'm serious, or at least they are. 8 hot-headed barbers got into a violent argument about politics, then took out their scissors and started cutting each other's hair off. Ooh, vicious, huh? By the time they were through, they'd snipped each other nearly bald, said shocked cop George Asperin told reporters. He said this happened, by the way, in Argentina, only out of the country, thank goodness. It was absolutely the weirdest thing I ever saw in my life. Asperin said the hair-raising brawl broke out when one of the barbers made a joke about a candidate in a local political race. The place was full of customers, but they all ran for their lives when those guys started going after each other. Asperin said no charges have been filed in the bizarre incident. Just bad hairdos, I guess. Politics can cause a bad hair day, I'm sure. Let's just be glad they weren't doctors, huh? WNGC bringing you music from Reba McEntire and Linda Davis. That's up next. Great. Brand new music from Alabama. That's Reckless here on 95.5 WNGC. Stay with us tomorrow following the Georgia-South Carolina game. We're going to bring you the fifth quarter show. That's Phil Schaefer and Ted Clark gabbing away about it. Interesting comments. That's Georgia Sports Talk coming your way tomorrow, Saturday, after the game with Phil and Ted on the fifth quarter show, only on 95.5 WNGC.
This is Nancy from Athens, and I'm listening to North Georgia Country, WNGC.
As I sit here.
North Georgia Country, WNGC with the Judds. Love can build a bridge. Song probably a lot of neighbors should sing to each other, especially if you happen to be in the feuding phase, which a lot of neighbors are. You heard of the Hatfields and McCoys, right? That went on for years. Well, this just got a little bit out of hand. A hot-tempered homeowner got even with a feuding neighbor who sprayed him with a garden hose. He hurled a running lawnmower at him, tossed it over the bushes. Terrified Carrie Keel ducked in the nick of time as the 50-pound mower with its spinning blade went flying by. He made a beeline to his house, called the cops. Police Sergeant Dan Scott said the two guys apparently have been feuding for 5 years over one thing or another. Cops in Colorado said neighbor Roy Munsterman, that's the guy's name? I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Not a close personal friend, though. He was mowing his lawn in such a way that the grass clippings were blowing into his yard. Keel asked Munsterman to mow in another direction, and when Munsterman refused, Keel sprayed him with the garden hose, and another neighbor across the street said he saw Munsterman pick up the power mower, toss it over the fence. So the guy's pretty large, too, I assume. At Keel, Keel raced into his house to call the police, and the power mower was a little bit damaged, but the man's okay. Munsterman was charged with felony, menacing, and third-degree trespass. Neighbors, yeah, you gotta love them, huh? They're dangerous. Your loved ones, they can get to you. Stay tuned. NBC Radio News coming your way in about 9 minutes. Right now, music from Billy Ray Cyrus, The Heart of a Woman on WNGC. 95.5 WNGC, playing the music you got a yen for. We got tunes that you're going to be paying that Chinese cash for this hour. Coming up, Vince Gill. We've got KT Oslin, Winona. Also, Brother Phelps and Kathy Mattea here on 95.5 WNGC. Let's head to the phones. Hello.
How you doing?
Okay, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Could you play a song for a poker game in Ohio?
Man, what is this, like a weekly thing here?
Yes, sir. Every week.
Every week. What do your wives think about this, huh?
Well, that's beside the point. we just don't realize that point of it.
Yeah, well, you're taking food out of her mouth. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, but no, only if you win. You could be putting steak in her mouth, too, you know.
What would you like to hear, man?
Keith Whitley, I'm over you.
Okay, what station you turn to for your hot country favorites?
95.5.
Doing just fine by yourself. That's Winona on 95.5, North Georgia's Country, WNGC. 26 minutes after 3 o'clock. Japan's Labor Department is in the news. They ruled in March against the claim of Yuji Iguchi. Halfway decent accent there, huh? He had filed for compensation, arguing that her husband's recent death... that's a female. She arguing that her husband's recent death at the age of 43 was because of having worked 360 straight days at a supermarket just before he died. And the office said the work record did not qualify as excessive. That's kind of impressive, isn't it? 360 straight days. That's almost a full year without a day off. I just hope he never had to go home and take out the trash, too, huh? Good time at Gucci's got the blues. Here's Danny O'Keefe on WNGC. Nice music there from Boy Howdy. Cowboys Born with a Broken Heart. 95.5 WNGC. Good morning to you. 11 minutes away from 4 a.m. McDonald's is going to be testing its Monster Mac. McDonald's Corporation is going to begin today test marketing the Monster Mac, a Big Mac with 4 beef patties. That's 4 all-beef patties instead of 2. The test, which will last for 4 weeks, will be conducted in 67 restaurants in eastern New York and a bunch of other places around the country. McDonald's has got no plans to sell the Monster Mac nationally, so don't start getting those hunger pains yet. But the idea is to watch for a trend toward higher sales of big, huge, large, manly, macho sandwiches. But women will like them too. A spokeswoman said McDonald's was recommending franchises sell the sandwich for about $2.39. Wow, Monster Mac for a monster price, huh? 4 hamburger patties is getting a little bit out of hand. I mean, you're just going to have a snake jaw to swallow that thing or something. Stay tuned. NBC Radio News coming your way in about 10 minutes. That's at 4 a.m. Right now, music for a birthday girl. Hear the sounds of George Jones.
He said, I'll love
North Georgia Country with Travis Tritt. WNGC playing all your hot country favorites. I mean, all of them. I'm not leaving anything at you, okay? I got the proof in my grubby little hands. Music coming up for you this hour from Garth Brooks. We've got Diamond Rio. We've got George Strait, Randy Travis. Right now, let's go to the phone. WNGC.
Hey, can y'all do me a favor?
I sure hope we can. What do you need, a lawn mowed or something?
No, you could do that too. How about playing me some Clay Walker, would you?
Clay Walker. Anything particular?
What's it to you?
Okay, we'll have that coming up for you. What station do you turn to for your hot country favorites?
95.5.